It is that time as we get ready for Friday night truck action, and we get ready to move 16 drivers into the playoffs for the Blown Piston Racing League. It is the 10th and final race of the regular season, and it brings us to Joliet, Illinois, the suburbs of Chi-Town. Chicagoland Speedway virtually here on iRacing is where we are going to be tonight. It is round number 10 of this Wise Choice Contracting Truck Series. Of course, all part of the Blown Piston Racing League. As we welcome you in tonight, the Superior Templating 195. It is race 10, as I mentioned, of the 17 race schedule, but the final of the regular season. I am the Captain, Chris Scala. We welcome you into Friday night action here on Captain TV. Hopefully you enjoyed your day so far, and we got a wild night of racing coming up here this evening. 76 degrees on track, 95 literally on track as we're out here in the afternoon, and I believe it'll be getting darker as we go here throughout this evening for 130 laps of racing. We have got a lot of things to tackle here. Practice underway. We should be ready to go right before qualifying, and we get ready to crown the drivers who will race for the championship coming up here starting next week. Let's look at the truck grid right now. This is where it all stands. Of course, Kevin Dick has the most playoff points. He is the point leader. According to this grid right now, the Sweet 16, you see there is still plenty of slots available. All the way down to Scott Wise, who is the final truck that is guaranteed in. 5 trucks will get their way in this evening when it is all over with. Now, to get to this part of the grid, you have to get to this part of the points, and this is where we sit right now as we enter the points standings. It is all but set, of course, all the way down to Scott Wise, as I mentioned. But then you have so many trucks that are racing for the spots. You got Jason Branch here. You have Jason Kratke, Jim Thorndike, Ryan Branchout, Guy Snyder. He is on the edge of the playoffs right here, of course, with 217. Alejandro Risso's here tonight. Drift, who has missed 4 races at the beginning of the season, he's got a shot still to get in this thing. Guillermo Albertango, Corbin Simmons, a few of these guys, they're not here tonight. So, of course, we will evaluate and update you as much as we can on the points, and, of course, show you the point standings at the end of the broadcast as the trucks are on the track right now as they start qualifying. And we'll take a look at the team standings really quickly. Pie-Eyed Racing leads right now with 5 wins on the season. Over 4X by 22, 2X at 67 back. Torqued Wrench and Twin Torqued, they are 80 and 98 respectively back in the point standings as we enter this final race of the regular season. So a lot of things up for grabs in the race, but right now it is time to get us down on the track as qualifying is underway. And let's start with one of our bubble guys right here, an Illinois native, James Thorndike, on the track. James, part of the 4X team, and of course in the number 13 GTR Simulator Chevrolet Silverado. Of course, as always, we got the cameras presented by TrackCam 4 Gourmet. You can check out their information online at trackcams22.com, as they are the official camera suppliers here of Captain TV. So appreciate them being a part of our broadcast. Gives you the closest thing to real-life cameras that you will see on the air each and every night that Captain TV is broadcasting. I should say most nights, of course, because there's some nights where they don't quite have all the tracks set up and things. They're working on all that, but we continue to provide the cameras that you see. Andrew Moore jumps to the top at a 30.97 as James Thorndike 31.34 as he lines up 14th right now in the standings. Kevin Dick up to P3. Avery Wilson to the top with a 30.96. And looks like these guys might be done with their qualifying. Mraz is all done. He's P4. A lot of guys finishing up that second lap. Let's see what Thorndike can do as he comes across the start-finish line down on the apron. And he jumps to P6. Good lap for him, 31.02. Of course, a lot of drivers using their throwaway lap right here of lap 1, and then they come back with their flyer. Scott Wise jumps to 8th, 31.04. A lot of great times here on a mile-and-a-half track that some consider their favorite. And I know for a lot of people, probably kind of angry that this track is not on the NASCAR schedule this season. Let's check here on Justin Gann. He's on track right now. This iHeartRadio number 30 for 4X. He's a pretty fast one, and P6 for him. How about Casey Barlow? He's going to cross the line in the 24 truck. Faster, but only 2 spots. 31.12. Yikes. Not a good lap for Barlow at all. So definitely a little bit of a struggle here, of course, in the U.S. Veterans pole qualifying that is going on. Guy Snyder, Raul Nardi on track. It looks like everybody has run their 2 laps of qualifying, so it will be official, and we will see Avery Wilson on the pole for the Superior Templating 195 here at the Chicagoland Speedway. And as always, the pole award is brought to you by our good friends at the U.S. Veterans. We appreciate what they do for our country. They take care of us, allow us to have the freedoms and things to allow us to do what the heck we want to do in this country and stuff, and enjoy what we like to do and things like that. And as a matter of fact, I want to take a moment right now before I bring up Avery. I don't have much information about this, and I feel like this is a moment for me to do this, but everybody keep Anthony Hanley in your prayers. Anthony is here tonight, but the only details I'm going to share about this right now, and obviously as time goes and I'm allowed to put this out, I'll put this out there. But obviously Anthony lost some brothers today, who are battling, of course, like Anthony does for this country. So just do me a favor. Let's all think about Anthony and his friends and family and stuff tonight. And, of course, think about all the veterans and all the people that are fighting out there for this wonderful country and allowing us to do, again, what we want to do. So, Anthony, I know you're probably watching this on the stream because you like to kind of sneak peek in there on me, man. We appreciate everything you do and definitely thinking about your partners there. So, much love there and appreciate what you do. All right. With that being said, let's go down and talk to our pole sitter for the race. That, of course, is the number 1 truck of Avery Wilson. He is looking to get some momentum going here and get a good finish here tonight. And Avery joins us right now in the 1 truck. Avery, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Avery, nice lap out there. Get yourself the U.S. Veterans Pole Award this evening. Congratulations. What are we expecting out of that 1 truck tonight?
Well, hopefully I can end the regular season strong and make up for my mishaps last week. Last week was unacceptable, so hopefully I can build some momentum for these next several weeks and hopefully end up with a dub, but we'll see.
When you have a rough week like that, how do you mentally get yourself back into it and motivate yourself to know that obviously you got the speed and the talent to get back up there?
Last week I just didn't take the week seriously. I didn't do any practice or anything. So this week I kind of made sure prepared to, make sure I put down a good lap in qualifying, and hopefully I can keep it out front and stay clean and not worry about what's behind me.
There you go, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on the pole, and see if you can get a couple stage wins and maybe a checkered flag going into the playoffs.
All right, thanks, man.
Absolutely. That is Avery Wilson, of course, on the pole tonight. Here, brought to you by the U.S. Veterans. So appreciate, again, what they do for this country. Let's move him down to there. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for this Superior Templating 195 here from the virtual Chicagoland Speedway. It will be Avery Wilson on the pole tonight. And he will start alongside Andrew Moore, who is starting to turn into one of the hottest drivers on the circuit right here at the right time. Andrew, of course, winning the truck race last Friday night, so let's see if he can make it 2 in a row. Anthony Keys will start there in row number 2 alongside teammate Andrew Mraz. Kevin Dick will start in row 3 alongside Justin Gann. Jim Thorndike, the Illinois driver, will start next to birthday boy Clayton Fry. He'll start in the 8th position. Scott Wise, Jacob Gladulich, or Drift as we know him as. Drift starting in the 10th position. Robert Chipman hoping to have a better start to his career than, how he had last week. And how do you do that? Well, let's just start across the start-finish line. That's where it ended before his race even started last week. He will start there in row number 6 alongside him, going to be Zendia Collins in the 500 truck. Taking a look at row number 7, we have Jason Branch, Ryan Nicoletta. Row 8, Anthony Hanley, Guy Snyder. Row number 9, Alejandro Risso and Jordan Berry. Thomas Sewell, Ronald Nardi, they'll start there 19th and 20th this evening. Casey Duncan, Ryan Branchow, row 11. Row 12 will be Casey Barlow and Paul Regney. Of course, Lauren is the admin for the race. Appreciate everybody watching tonight here on Captain TV. It will be 130 laps. It will be 195 miles. And it will be stages of 35 and 70 to crown the 16 total drivers that will go into the playoffs. Guy Snyder looks like he will start on pit road for the start of this race as the green flag about to come out. And here we go. It's time to set the field. 16 drivers in 130 laps will go into the playoffs, and we'll find out who they are right now. Right off the bat, you see Avery getting a pretty good jump, and you see Anthony Keys jumping up to that 2nd position. Already in this race, you see Guy Snyder coming off pit road. He started into pits. And off of turn number 4, it will be Avery Wilson leading lap number 1. And right away, the battle on for the 3rd spot. The draft's going to play a big role here. As you see Kevin Dick inside of Andrew Moore, you see Andrew Mraz right behind him, along with teammate Justin Gann, as they roll down the back straightaway, which is not really straight. It has a big-time curve to her. So the only part of the straightaways that are straight are right here. You go straight for about, a second, and then right into a dog leg, and then you're straight again for another second. So the draft going to work here. You see the truck's already starting to get tight a little bit. Back here to Robert Chipman. Drift on his inside. He's going to bring Ryan Nicoletta with him. Jordan Berry also there in that 51 truck to the inside. That 49 truck on track, I believe that is Zendia Collins. I believe that's how that's pronounced, or Zenla. I have to check on that. It is Zenla, actually. So pardon me on that. Zenla Collins there in the 49. Going to say the 500 on the screen, but it's actually the 49 truck. As Nicoletta rolling up to the top 10, and here we go, 3 wide off 2. Ryan Nicoletta gets out of it. Back there with Jason Branch, Thomas Sewell, and also there's the 80, as I mentioned, a Chipman. Congratulations, him. He actually made it across the start-finish line tonight. Of course, last week was not his fault. Trucks working the draft. You're going to see both grooves coming to work. Of course, you got to be very careful the way these trucks drive. They will get aero tight. Back there, you see that 00 Clayton Fry, the birthday boy, celebrating a birthday this evening. Happy birthday to him. He's running into 6th position right now. Led Zeppelin truck. Scott Wise moving up to the 7th position, still running that Ron Hornaday throwback into 31. Nice looking truck there. Back to his 1994 days when, 95 actually, when the Truck Series started. And of course, Ron Hornaday winning championships for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated back then. Biggest mover in this race so far is the 51 truck of Jordan Berry here early in this race as re-ride with the Canadian driver. In the back of Ryan Nicoletta. This track very bumpy, a lot of characters to it. I said the 90s, it works. Scott's picking on me, the 96 version, which is actually Hornaday's championship year. You're barely out of the throttle, but the tires are starting to fall off a little bit here. As you see, Andrew Moore, he has fallen back to the 5th position here so far. Caution is out. We got trouble on the track. And looking for it on the track, it might be James Thorndike. The Illinois driver has got an issue over here, turn 3 and 4. Smashed up front end. And our first Superior templated caution out on the track. On lap number 8, that truck is beaten up, unfortunately. No resets available for these drivers tonight, so they'll have plenty of damage to get fixed. Let's see what happens to the 14. Or, I'm sorry, the 13. Oh, contact with Anthony Handley. Also, Chipman gets involved. Handley, a lot of damage. The 43, also of Risso getting damaged. So we'll see a replay of that here in just a minute. But right now, the leaders are coming to pit road, so let's jump ahead to this. Looks like everybody but maybe 3 or 4 trucks coming in right now. 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. Oh, and around goes Kevin Dick into the wall off Andrew Moraz. Fuel only for all these trucks, and unfortunately for the 52 is all backwards. Looks like not much damage on the front end, so this might not be too much of a incident other than a loss of track position for the 52 truck. Let's review the yellow really quickly. It's going to happen. We go back to Thorndike. Let's back it up a little bit here. Unfortunately, it doesn't show anybody crashing in the deal. It just says yellow. So Thorndike running behind his teammate, Ryan Branchow, goes into the corner. And not sure if he had to get out of the throttle or something there, but he just gets ran over, unfortunately. 80 involved, as I mentioned. Looks like 4 trucks involved in that unfortunate deal there for Thorndike. And then see if I can find my way to the incident on pit road here with Kevin. Well, Kevin's on pit road here. You see the 14 works his way out, and bam, just a late entry by the 52. Not sure if maybe he missed his mark getting to his pit stall, and unfortunately he had to jam on the brakes, and Andrew got into the back of him. Break there for everybody involved. So drivers who have stayed out after this caution: Andrew Moore, Clayton Fry, Scott Wise, and Thomas Sewell. sun pops its way out here on the track. About, an hour or so, I believe it is, southwest of Chicago, about 80 miles. A little over an hour, I guess that would be. In a town called Joliet. I remember my time I went there. The race was won by David Rudiman, the Cup race, when I went to my only race at Chicagoland. Of course, there was really nothing out there at the time, and now, of course, there's a big old IKEA off of Turn 3. So they're going to call the lap 8 incident a racing incident for now. It will be saved for after the race and reviewed by Lauren and the other admins that helped make that decision. But we're going to go back racing here at lap number 12 with Andrew Moore, the birthday boy there on the outside. That is the 00, Clayton Fry, Scott Wise, Thomas Sewell, and Avery Wilson, your top 5 who did not come to pit road under that caution. As the green flag is out, Barney Fife Jr. waves it. Moved up to the second position, right there behind Andrew Moore. Rewind down the front straightaway. Here's Mraz under attack by teammate Justin Gann to the inside. One truck up against the wall. That is Fry. That 00, unfortunately, is falling back. Got a whole lot of wall on that one. Trucks all over the place here on this track. Casey Barlow coming up through the field, already up 11 positions here in that 24 truck. Started near the back with unfortunate qualifying issues. They're doing pretty well so far here. As I mentioned, 35 laps. Going to make stage number 1, so 20 laps to go as of right now. Avery Wilson running here in the 3rd position, right there behind Andrew Moore. Scott Wise, you see multiple grooves being used. Scott running kind of a middle lane right there. Andrew kind of sliding up, almost kissing the wall a little bit. Got to be careful of that. But it allows Andrew to get the run. And the battle on for the lead is Moore trying to hold off Wise on the outside as Robert Chipman, unscheduled pit stop, comes off pit road. Great fighting going on here for the 17th position. And again, tonight all about drivers who are going to be in the playoffs and drivers who are not going to be in the playoffs. As I bring up the chase grid really quickly going into this race tonight, those are your drivers that were in, and you see the 5 spots that are open entering tonight's race. And then here is the playoff standings as they entered the race here this evening. Of course, a lot of things can happen. And you look down there near the 16th position, there's James Thorndike. He had about, just quickly doing some math off the top of my head here, is that about, is that 50 points, I believe it is? You see the whole picture there. Yeah, he's 53 points to the good. So it looks like, unless something happens and somebody wins this race unexpectedly, Thorndike should be okay to still be in when this race is over. The key word there is should be okay. There's Andrew Mraz. There's Justin Gann. And also right behind him, the other teammate of theirs, Jason Branch in that 22 truck, looking pretty good. You see Drift there in the 8th position, and Ryan Branchow, who's up 13 spots, running in the 9th position. James Thorndike back on track in the 13 truck. He is 22nd, and he is sitting about 10 laps down right now, and he's on the same lap as Anthony Hanley. Actually, now he's not. So he is ahead of Anthony Hanley in the position, so that'll help him maintain that playoff margin. And the battle is on for second. Scott Wise real close to the 1 as they come off turn 4. So Moore up to second, Wilson up to second, as you see Andrew Moore up there leading now with Wise and Gann and Anthony Keys, the 14 truck there on the outside. As Scott's in the wall, Anthony does a great job checking up for him. That could have been a lot worse. Very easy for that turn 2 wall to reach out and grab you. Oh, contact between teammates. A little bit of a hip check. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. Of course, they're 3 wide now with the iHeart trucks. Appreciate the subscribers watching tonight, or the viewers at least. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to be a part of our channel each and every night that we broadcast iRacing live. Just like you're seeing Drift make the pass on Andrew Mraz. Ooh, a slider. Drift got some help from a friend of his, Cody Beatty, as his crew chief and spotter for tonight's race. And Cody actually was showing me some footage of what they're doing. It's actually really cool. Cody's actually worked some cameras. He is actually sitting on top of the press box like a spotter would, calling this race. And when he pits, he's actually got a camera down in the pit box, calling the race like real life. So really cool deal that Cody Beatty's doing over on his Twitch channel. So down at him and Drift doing a good job right now in the 7th position. Look at this gaggle of trucks. See Kevin Dick in the 52 truck coming back after his whoopsies on pit road. Trying to get back into that top 10 so he can get some bonus points for the race for the championship. As Barry dives into the bottom here, going to be 3 wide. Casey don't get up high. Kevin makes the pass, and now Nicoletta slides in there. So Casey off the pace there in that 17 truck. Not sure what's going on. And all of a sudden, there's the 27 of Guy Snyder into the picture. Chicagoland producing some great racing as usual here, virtually on iRacing. And there's Ryan Nicoletta. And you see him his fastest lap of 31.2. Last time by a 32.7. So you're starting to see the tires really start to fall off here. This truck gets pretty tight. He's going to get a run on his teammate Key's for position there. Scott pushed up the track just a little bit in front, and that allows Ryan to get the momentum off the corner as we are going to see some pit stops. Andrew Moore coming to pit road. So is the 31 of Scott Wise. And into the pit stall. Right there is the Golf Toyota Tundra, the winner from last week at Darlington Raceway, and one of the more dominating wins I've ever seen in this series. Andrew Moore leading over 100 laps in this race last week and getting that second win of the season. 4 tires and fuel for Moore. And a 14.6. Scott Wise 10.4. So a little strategy there for the 31 truck. And that hands the lead to Avery Wilson. Justin Gann right there behind him by 2/10. Jason Branch, Drift, Kevin Dick now your top 5 as they'll have 5 laps to go. So who's going to get themselves a top 10 finish in the stage? How about Guy Snyder now up to 7th? After starting for the pits there, almost has to check up and run over Ryan Branchow. Tries to get the outside, but had to get out of it with the clip of the apron there. Now he's got to hold off Jordan Berry there behind him. And there goes the fresh tires of Andrew Moore, stage right. You see that 77 truck making moves. Excuse me, fresh tires. Excuse me, teammate, fresh tires. That just shows you the speed new tires get you out here. Clayton Fry spent a few laps on pit road as he comes back on the track. Numerous laps down now. As Justin Gann has gotten in front of Avery Wilson, so another lead change. With 3 laps to go, coming to 2 to go. The final lap here in stage number 1. 30 of Justin Gann leading. Wilson about 2/10 back, but not able to really make a move here on that 30 truck. As Gann's going to come off turn number 4, it will be his 3rd stage win of the season. Justin Gann wins stage 1 in the iHeartRadio number 30. And of course, the stage presented by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. Justin Gann, your stage winner. No cautions, as you know, in this series after a stage. They continue on like nothing happened. Let's go back here to the 7th and 8th position. Let's add the 6th spot in here too. Jordan Berry, Ryan Branchow, and the 27 of Guy Snyder. This is a 3-truck fight for the 6th position. Branchow a little bit of damage on that 6 at the right rear. So go by the lap truck of James Thorndike. Should see more of these trucks coming to pit road here. Let's bring up our pit strategy board right now, and where everybody lays when it comes to pits. 9 laps. We're at 38 now, so we're looking at 27 laps. It should be about that time that we see pit stops break out, and I think they're coming right now. Zendla Collins, Paul Regney on pit road. Here comes Ryan Branch out. Jason Branch coming to pit road now. Anthony Keys. A lot of the 4X trucks on pit road. He's one of the top drivers in the series right now. Of course, and Avery Wilson overshoots his pit road entry and is going to miss the cone and get a penalty. I'm sure the cone is happy, but Avery's not. And thankfully, no caution after that. Go back to the spin with Avery. What happens to him here? Got Casey Duncan up there in his high side, the 17 truck, down to 3 and 4. He's just trying to get everything he can out of that truck. He sees the 30 of Gann almost miss pit road, and, well, he just spins her out and a little do-si-do around the pit road cone, and that's going to be a penalty. You see Drift having to adjust to him. With that said, we stay green as more pit stops happen. Kevin Dick, Ryan Nicoletta, Jordan Berry, Guy Snyder, Raul Nardi all on pit road. And this should cycle everything back around to the guys who originally pitted, as they've had a few laps on newer tires. And there it is, Andrew Moore in the 77 truck leading here at lap 40 of the Superior Templating 195 here at Chicagoland Speedway virtually on iRacing. Back here, Branchow getting a little loose underneath Scott Wise. Drift's going to shoot the middle. And Drift making the pass. And the comeback continues for Kevin Dick after spinning out on pit road early in this race. The 52 truck up to 7th right now. Drift up to the 4th position right now. Riding behind Jason Branch as he tries to march his way into the playoffs. Missing the first 4 races, I believe it was, he told me. And still trying to march his way in. As Jordan Berry to the inside, the 51 truck. Oh, he clips the apron, gets up into Branchow. Well, Branchow not too happy about that. Pushes him down to turn 1. Looks like for now, cooler heads are going to prevail. Back here on Casey Barlow, who has not had the best run so far this evening, but it's not the first time I've said that. And all of a sudden, Casey Barlow pops up in the top 10, but you see that right side, he's definitely got a pancake on her. He works trying to get the inside of Zendla Collins in the 49 truck. 45 laps into this Speedway Temp Lady 195 here at the virtual Chicagoland Speedway. I'm the captain, Chris Scala. Welcome into Captain TV. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and also ask, please share us with your friends and family. If you're watching right now and know of other people who might enjoy the broadcast, feel free to share it out with them. As I always like to say, tell two people to tell two people, and guess what? There's 4 people watching. Simple math, right? We'd love for you to be a part of the broadcast. Love chatting with viewers and stuff, so if you're one who likes to talk, cool. If not, then I'm cool with that too. But Andrew Moore, 13-second lead over Jason Branch right now. And an unscheduled pit stop, by the way, for Casey Duncan, who's got some heavy right side damage now on that 17. Not a good night for him. Jordan Berry makes the move inside Justin Gann for position, move him up to 4th. Make that 3rd, actually. So Gann's starting to fall back a little bit, and that is because Justin did not take tires on this stop. You have a limited set of tires in this series, so you got to use them kind of wisely. No pun intended. So you're seeing the guys with the 4 tires make the pass now on Justin Gann as he falls backwards. There's Ryan Nicoletta in the number 59 Genesee beer truck. Bumps here very treacherous. Of course, the track, you can also run down here on the apron on the front straightaway, kind of shortcut that corner. You got to be very careful, though, because you could have a driver that decides, hey, you're not coming up the track, and it really makes it very treacherous then. Not to wreck there as they go inside the Thorndike. Nicoletta getting a little loose there, caught the apron as they come up on the back of the slower truck of Gann right now, who again is on older tires. So, of course, Sunday night, we're back here with the Wise Choice Contracting Clash Series with a Clash edition of the Superior Temp Lady 195 here from Chicagoland Speedway, virtually. Open setups in the Cup Series cars, the older ones, now I guess we can call them. We'll be on track Sunday night starting 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We'd love for you to be a part of the broadcast. That'll be the next time you actually hear my voice on here. Under attack from Ryan Nicoletta, so a lot of passing going on out here, which is awesome. And almost into the wall goes the 4 truck. Let's check on our leader back here. There's Andrew Moore, who's got a 9.2 second lead now on Jason Branch. Now, Andrew pitted about 9 to 12 laps sooner than the rest of the field. He took 4 tires at that point. But it looks like right now that lead is compensating with Moore having the same, or I should say 12 lap older tires, but Moore kind of with such a big distance now, holding on to a pretty big lead, but he should be back on pit road, I would say, in the next probably 5 laps. As we sit about 15 laps from stage number 2 coming to an end. Let's check on the 49 Zenla Collins inside of Round Artie in the 21 truck. two Ryans are going to go at it now as they pass Anthony Hanley, who's back on track, thankfully. And I kind of made a comment earlier about this. I want to say it again here. I'm not going to go into details because obviously for the privacy of those involved in this stuff. But if you get a chance tonight, keep our, and not that we shouldn't be doing this each and every night, but keep your fellow veterans who are fighting for this country in prayers tonight, as Anthony unfortunately lost some brothers tonight. Of course, fighting in action too. Again, out of privacy, I'm not going to mention anything more than that. Just keep Anthony, family, friends of all these people in your thoughts and prayers tonight as they fight for this country and stuff. But obviously, something we can't take for granted, and we're very thankful for what they do for this country. The battle continues up here for the 6th position. And our first truck to pit road, the 4 of Andrew Baraz, who's got heavy right side damage right now. Right here just shy of the halfway point. And a green flag pit stop for the 4X number 4. So Andrew gets back on track right now, 16th. He is 1 lap down as of right now. As Andrew Moore has come to pit road and has come back out on track. We missed his pit stop there, 15.4, as he pitted just a couple laps back. But 4 tires and fuel for him, and that hands the lead over to Jason Branch now in this 22 truck with some 11 laps to go here in stage 2. Branch trying to hold off Jordan Berry and Kevin Dick, teammates right here. Berry trying to get a little bit of clean air on that nose to try to get a run through the corners here. But Branch doing a good job just kind of holding the line right there in the middle of the track as he tries to hold off these two for 9 more laps. Drift up in 4th right now, Guy Snyder. Ryan Branchow trying to hold off Nicoletta back here too. There you see Avery Wilson also in here. He is a lap down right now also. So I think a lot of the drivers now seeing that the Andrew Moore strategy actually worked. And pitting a little early as here comes the 51 for the lead. Fresh tires. Scott Wise going to blow by the outside here. The moving 107.7 station. I remember, I don't know if that format's still the same. When I first heard of that station, it was about 15 years ago. And I would be sitting at the station I worked for in Florida listening to a station out of Seattle, Washington that played old school hip hop. And I was like, man, this is awesome. I don't know what format they do anymore. I'm not sure if it's still the old school hip hop format or not, but that's pretty cool. See on the iHeart trucks all these radio stations and stuff that they are helping out with. Paul Regney on pit road in the 9 truck. I think we're going to see the leaders come to pit road here this time by. And there will be 5 laps to go into stage. There he is. Branch checks up. He will come in. Gonna lock it down 45 mile an hour. Very tricky pit road. Right there at that cone. You got to be at 45. In no stall, right on the marks, 4 tires and fuel. And for Branch, looks like just either 2 tires or fuel, as Anthony Keys has got to check up for his teammate as he comes to pit road here. That's going to kind of hurt him speed-wise. And a simple top off for the 14, 6.5 seconds. So Jordan Berry now leads his teammate here. Kevin, of course, last time he pitted, ended up all types of backwards on pit road. And here come the teammates, and here comes Drift, all like a bat out of you-know-what. Avery Wilson in it. See Casey Barlow leave his pit stall. Jordan Berry going to go with fuel only, it looks like, for him. Drift same. Kevin Dick the same. As Guy Snyder back there comes to pit road. Oh, he pits from the lead. Also Nicoletta coming with him. Justin Gann. Some more green flag pit stops here. Lap number 67. Right at the halfway point and 2 laps shy of the end of stage 2. And Snyder kind of overshooting his pit stall, and his pit crew member like, so I don't know why you did that. Why would I ask him? And that's going to hand the lead to Andrew Moore. And what a strategy called by this 77. Going back to the pit stops in stage number 1. He is flexing his muscle now. He's got a huge lead of almost 16 seconds right now. Andrew doing an encore of what he did at Darlington last week virtually, as he's on the final lap right now of stage 2. Andrew might be showing his colors now officially as the playoffs come. He might be saying, boys, you're going to step your game up if you want to win this championship this season. As he comes off turn number 4, he's going to use some pitch strategy, and, well, he's going to continue his hot streak. It's his 3rd stage win in 2 races, as Andrew Moore wins stage 2, presented by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. Now Kevin Dick is up to the 2nd position as he just got by Jason Branch. I've seen a lot of passing going on out here. Of course, all the different strategies of tires and so on and so forth. An 18-second lead now over the 52. Check on Scott Wise here in the 15th position right now. Scott unfortunately struggled a little bit tonight. Led a couple laps, I believe it was earlier. Ran up in the top 5, but since kind of settled in here at about 10th to 15th. Obviously different strategies and stuff playing a role in the situation right now. truck, 15 truck. I'm used to him being a 14. He's in a 15. Running right here behind Jason Branch in the fifth position. Fourth. I don't know how to get numbers right. But anyways, he's fourth. Trying to hold off Guy Snyder for that position. You see the 27 planted down on that white line. And Guy's going to come to pit road here, lap number 75, so the 27 is in. And it looks like 4 tires and fuel here, but as you know, Guy just pitted a few laps ago here, so I'm not sure if he accidentally did not get the tank fuel or something, or if he was trying to get stage points, but here he is back on pit road and gone. Meanwhile, back here you see Moore starting to kind of give up some positions with trucks on fresher tires, maybe working their way up here. You see Anthony Keys, who's got some damage now, trying to get around that 77. Actually, Andrew's starting to stretch it out on him. So I could be confused. I'm right on board with Andrew. I believe he's saving fuel right now. Let's watch this closely. Yeah, he's shutting his motor off. Just a little bit, not too much, not enough to lose much speed. There's a little bit of fuel save going on. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the strategy here. As a matter of fact, let's bring up the pit board. As you see, Andrew right now has gone 29 and now 56. So if you do that, that's 27 laps on that second stint. And if you go from 56 to 27, you're gonna come out at, just gonna do some quick math here in my head. That should be lap number 84. So the next 5 laps, and then you'll pit again at 84 and 27 should get you to 111, I believe. Which then you got to go 29. No, I'm sorry, you got to go 19 laps to get to the finish. So interesting strategy call here by Andrew. So we'll have to keep an eye on what happens with this number 77 truck. But a very bold strategy here. My driver with really nothing to lose other than momentum. And a battle for position, drift underneath Justin Gann. The battle for 4th. Now the leader is in, so a little shorter than I thought. Lap 81. So this tells me he's splitting the run 25-25 now. As Andrew Moore pulls away, so does Casey Duncan. More stops happening here. Kevin Dick, Ryan Nicoletta, Jordan Berry. So another round of green flag pit stops in what has been a fantastic race this evening. Only the one caution early in this race. See how much you got to kind of pedal it to get through the corner there on the apron, because you cannot come back on the track until you pass that blue line or purple line, whatever color you want to call it, across turn number 2. On pit road into 9th position. There is the ninth position. So 4 tires and fuel for the 31. You see Drift right there behind him in a 15 truck on pit road. Right side tires and fuel going on there. Left sides and fuel, and there goes the 15 off of pit road. Andrew Mraz on pit road in the 4. As I've said a bunch of times this season, Andrew Mraz has had his struggles in the truck series. He's run well over on the Cup side, the Clash side that you'll see Sunday night here on Captain TV. But when it comes to running over here in the trucks, he has had his struggles. He has had his wins, but he's had his shares of not so good luck this season. So Justin Gann in the 30 truck leads this thing by 8.7 seconds over Raul Nardi. Paul Regney up to the 3rd position right now. Zedla Collins, Andrew Moore. That is your top 5. As you saw Casey Barlow now on pit road. The birthday boy Clayton Fry also on pit road. Justin so far running a fantastic race here in that number 30 truck. Hey, how about the 9 of Paul Regney pitting from the 4th position? Doing a great job here so far this evening. Is that Clips, I believe that's on his truck there? Giving a little shout out. Sorry if I got that wrong. Or Eclipse, that's what it says. I see the E over on the left there. So the 9 truck on pit road, 4 tires and fuel there. As we have 40 laps to go next time by. Stage winners tonight, of course, Andrew Moore winning stage number 2. And Justin Gann winning stage number 1, presented by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. As battle for position, Kevin Dick's going to go to the outside of Guy Snyder for 6th. You see Gann right there behind him trying to lap these guys. Of course, the best case scenario for everybody involved here is this runs all the way through. But I think there's some other people in this scenario right now. They're waiting for something to be waving on the track that I'm not going to call out loud. There's Zenla Collins in a 49 truck. You're going to see come the pit road. There'll be pit stops for the 49 truck, who's doing a good job tonight. A little scuffed up there on the right side, unfortunately. There's some teammates in the 4 and 6 passing each other. Moran's going by Branch out. As Duncan's on pit road, now Avery Wilson coming back to pit road. So we got pit stops everywhere now. You ask me where the strategy is, I don't know. The only thing I can do is pull up the pit sectors here and compare when pit stops have happened here. You see Justin Gann, been about 26 or 24 laps for him. Andrew Moore, Kevin Dick, they've been on pit road about 13 laps ago. Snyder, actually 20 laps ago. And then Branch, Berry, and Nicoletta. So just different strategies everywhere right now. And Avery pulls out with a 8-second pit stop. As Jason Branch approaches Guy Snyder, we'll talk a little bit about, again, what is coming up here in the next couple of days of racing here on Captain TV. Let's start with Sunday night, of course, the Wise Choice Contracting Clash Series. The Cup cars will be here at Chicagoland to get their drivers into the playoffs. You'll see that action coming up here on Captain TV at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll start to stream around 7:45. And then we'll come back Monday night, the TI Racing Truck Series. They'll be in action. Looking forward to that race. You can join us around 7:30 Monday night for some more truck action. That'll be at the Pocono Raceway virtually. And then Tuesday night, Auto Club Speedway for the TI IndyCar Series. So that is what's coming up. Justin Gann coming off pit road after it stopped just now. Justin with a 14.7 second stop here, lap 96. He's going to pull back on track. And that'll give the lead back to Andrew Moore, who's got 5.5 seconds now over Kevin Dick, who pitted on the same lap. So, and looks like Kevin actually took tires where Andrew didn't. So this may be where the disadvantage now comes into play for this 77, as we have just 33 laps to go in a fast-moving Superior templating 195. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, as I've said. I'm one that loves racing and all that, but for shout-out reasons and stuff, just in case, I want to give a shout-out to our Lucky Dog sponsors, the Forever Home Pet Rescue Incorporated. Of course, they are the sponsor of the Lucky Dog Award each and every Truck Series race. We didn't have one in the one and only caution, and just in case we don't get one here later, then we'll make sure Forever Home Pet Rescue gets the shout out for the Lucky Dog sponsor each and every Truck Series race. Really good run on Nicoletti. He's going to make the pass really quickly around the 59, move him up to the 8th position. There's a couple trucks back here continuing to fight it out, as you see Paul Regney the outside there, Raul Nardi in the inside. The 21 truck now going to work the high side on the 14, who has had his struggles this evening with contact with the wall. Another truck having its struggles, especially after the pit stop issue. But Avery Wilson in the one truck, 16th position now. Has lost all of his track position after that spin, had a big penalty, and now is just trying to survive. As all of a sudden the 49 hangs a quick left the pit road. Barry giving up the spot to the 30 trucks again. Definitely showing the speed now he has on those French tires. And back to pit road again. Guy Snyder is in. It's, I believe, the third pit stop he's had on this run. I could be wrong. Yeah, if I'm looking at this, this is his 6th pit stop of the race, I believe. Make that number 7 right now as the 27 is in. Not sure if it's a fueling issue. Not sure if something's going on. 4 tires in fuel for the 27. I mean, it does put him in the fuel window to go to the finish, so that could be what this comes down to. Jason Clark joining us. Appreciate you, sir. Jordan Berry and Drift battling out right here for the 5th position. Look out the left side window. There's the 15 truck going to drop it down to the bottom. It's a pretty good run on entry, and I think Jordan's going to let him go. As all of a sudden pit stop starting up for the leaders. Here comes Mraz. I mentioned 25 and 25. Splitting the run in half and back in for his final pit stop is Andrew Moore. Looking to go back-to-back tonight. He is, I believe, led the most laps this evening. He pulled a strategy a little bit earlier in this race and was able to grab at one point an 18-second lead with the fresher tires, and he has made it work. So Andrew gone, and that hands the lead to Justin Gann right now. Justin's got a 12-second lead right now over Andrew Mraz. There's no telling who's going to win this race in the end. I believe if this all cycles out around, this is going to be your leader right here. Because everybody's still got to make that final pit stop. And if Andrew Moore can win this, win the final 2 going into the playoffs, he might be the one to watch. Taking a look at the schedule. Next week it is the virtual Dover Speedway. We'll go for 150 laps there for race number 1 of the playoffs, and then race 2 is Martinsville under the lights for 200 laps. At that one, that'll be on July 30th, and we'll go into August. Michigan Speedway, always a fun one there to wrap up round 1. Round 2, Bristol under the lights, 250 laps there. Then it's Atlanta Motor Speedway in Richmond. And then after an off week for Labor Day, the 10th of September, the Championship 225 from virtual Homestead Miami Speedway to crown the Truck Series champion. Of course, to get in, you have to win or be in the top 16 in points. There's Justin Gann waiting to see. I think he's trying to play. Appreciate that, Jason. But I think that Justin is trying to actually play the whole, I'm going to run this thing out of gas card here just in case the yellow comes out. He'll be able to steal his track position away, but we'll see as Andrew Mraz comes to pit road from third. Leaving the 2 trucks left out there. And here comes Justin Gann right now in the pit road. 18 laps to go. Four tires and fuel, and Andrew pulls away. As I mentioned, Justin on. Tires and fuel, and he pulls away. So 10.2, so not using tires here on this stop. Maybe saving them for a late race run if he hasn't used them all. We'll have to see how that all transpires. So right now the leader, Raul Nardi, in the number 21 truck. You know, fantastic race, a lot of strategy playing roles, and hopefully I've been able to keep as caught up as possible with everybody going on. But a 15-second lead by Raul, who pitted at lap 96. So he should be in here very, very shortly. And here come those fresh tires now as Justin Gann, the inside of Snyder, slides up in front of him, takes the spot away. Casey Barlow coming to pit road, so green flag pit stop for the 24. Again, we invite you to join us Sunday night as we'll have round number 10 of the Clash Series. Of course, that is presented by Wise Choice Contracting and Superior Templating 195. Once again here from virtual Chicagoland Speedway, Sunday night, 7:45 Eastern Time. And what should be some fantastic racing like we've had tonight here at virtual Chicagoland Speedway. Barry passing Avery Wilson for the 7th spot. There's Drift right there behind him. After the race, we usually talk to the top 3 each and every week, of course, on all the broadcasts, but with there being a special thing here for the playoffs and stuff on the line tonight, we'll try to talk to as many of the either playoff drivers or those who maybe missed it by a little. As Justin Gann's up against the outside wall. I don't know if he lost the nose or something on the outside of Branch, but he has pancaked it. But as I was starting to say, we'll talk with the drivers who either made the chase or didn't. We'll try to get as many as possible tonight. We see the lead from Nardi, and this is actually becoming a battle for the second position, which is actually probably going to become a battle for the lead and a battle for the win. Kevin Dick has come all the way from a spin on pit road under caution to now going to fight for the lead as they're 3 wide on the front straightaway. Cooler heads prevail there. But can Andrew Moore hold off to 52? He's going to shoot the middle. And Kevin sends it down into turn 3 and going to take what it could become the eventual lead of this race with 10 laps to go. They both have fresh tires and clean race trucks here. Avery Wilson on pit road. And what has been a not so good night for the pole sitter as he's been up against it. Everybody getting every kind of an inch out of this truck that they can. And unfortunately, unforced errors causing issues. And there's the Surpasso number 21. And Raul Nardi going to come to pit road, and hold on there, Cowboy. Almost spins it out, but does a great job getting it down to speed, I believe. So Kevin with a 0.4 of a second lead now over Andrew Moore. Jason Branch now third, Justin Gann fourth, about 6 seconds back. Can you make up 6 seconds on 6 lap newer tires in 7 laps? We'll have to see. Last time by, every one of those trucks in 32-second range. So at that pace, no, it can't be done. As Wise against the wall right in front of the leaders. Scott is actually racing here to stay on the lead lap. You see he's 32 seconds back, and he is doing a great job fighting these leaders. And he has every right to do it. I know there's been some debates in some of the broadcasts that I've done in the past and even some of the leagues that I've been around. And I will say it to this day, as long as you're on the lead lap, you have every right to fight, even with 6 laps to go here. But now that the leader goes by, I think at this point, if you're Scott, you could probably back it off and let Andrew go. But until the fit, well, you hit him there. That might be a little different, but I'm sure he didn't mean to. Throw it in there a little deep. Kills him on exit, though. So Scott Wise going a lap down. Laps to go. And another truck getting the wall there of Anthony Keys. So the 14 has not had a great run at all tonight. And back here, pass for third. Branch and Gann, teammates going at it. Branch got down on that right rear and was able to gain the track position back as they crossed the line. 3 to go. Tonight's been a fantastic race here. Hopefully you've enjoyed the broadcast, and if you have, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new to the channel, we appreciate you coming back, and hopefully you continue to share us with your friends and family members. I enjoy doing broadcasts each and every night when I get the opportunity to. Of course, I've had some nights off here and there with series being done. Just like tomorrow night, I'll be off actually for the next still 2 Fridays or 2 Saturdays. I'll be off all the way until the 31st when the Velocity Online League Racing Series comes back, VOR, on the 31st. As this fight continues for third, the teammates going at it, and I'm sure they're having a blast down in their channel right now. But off turn forward is Kevin Dick taking the white flag. Final lap of the regular season. What a comeback it has been for Kevin Dick. First caution and only caution of the race. He spun on pit road after contact. And tonight Kevin Dick comes back from that spin and scores win number 3 of the Truck Series season at Chicagoland. As Andrew Moore will get second, the battle for third goes to Jason Branch over Justin Gann. Guy Snyder comes back to a top 5. What a job by him. He started in the pits. Drift going to finish 6th. Jordan Berry, Ryan Nicoletta, Andrew Moraz, your top 10. There's his teammate Jordan Berry coming up to him to say hello. Donuts from Kevin after celebrating win number 3 of the season. And Kevin will likely be, he's going to be close to third actually now, as I see Avery Wilson obviously was only 16 points above Kevin going into this race. So we'll have to see where that stands after it's over with. He from what I'm seeing numbers-wise here, has become the first driver to lead over 200 laps this season in the series. Congratulations to him on that. And he continues to add up on his bonus point lead. All right, let's take a look at the final results here from Chicagoland. As I mentioned, Kevin gets the win. Andrew Moore finishes second, so not a bad way still to finish out the regular season with almost scoring 2 straight wins if you're Andrew. Jason Branch third. You should see the smoke. Good burnout there by Kevin. Branch finishes third. Great job by him. Justin Gann fourth. Guy Snyder, your top 5. Drift finishing 6th. Jordan Berry 7th. Ryan Nicoletta 8th. Andrew Moraz 9th, and Raul Nardi, top 10 finish for him. So great job there. Ryan Branch out just missing out in 11th. Anthony Keys 12th. Scott Wise, Paul Regney, Avery Wilson, your top 15. 16th going to go to Zenla Collins. Casey Barlow 17th. Happy birthday, Clayton Fry. Wish you could have had a better race, but still, happy birthday. Go enjoy your weekend, buddy. Finishes 18th. Jim Thorndike 19th. 20th, Anthony Hanley. 21st, Casey Duncan. 22nd, Robert Shipman. 23rd, Thomas Sewell. And 21st going to Alejandro Risso, who pitted and stopped. He was involved in that first caution there early in the race at lap number 8. So we will sit here and we'll get the points all situated here as soon as they come in. But right now we're going to go down to victory lane, and we will talk to the just doing some editing really quickly. I got a decent fast typer. And let's get the microphone on and bring Kevin up here and talk to the young man who celebrates again his third win of the season. Kevin, congratulations to you, Kevin, on the victory tonight. What a comeback it was. Of course, the accident on pit road looked like accurately. Did you just misjudge your pit stall there, or was there just a little miscommunication?
Yeah, I just drove a little bit deep because I don't know, being right up on the guy in front of you, you can't really tell like where your stall is, and right. I just moved out a little too late.
Well, still a great run for you tonight. What a comeback, and not only with the comeback from the pit road issue, but at one point, Andrew Moore had this field covered by 18 seconds. Now, granted, he didn't have the fresh tires on that run, but to come back with the different strategies going on and to be within a second of the lead with those last few laps to go, what a run, man.
I knew he had a big lead, and I knew he was going to have to make one stop where he's going to have to stay on those older tires, and I had to make up my time then. So I tried to make up as much as I could, and even when we came to the pits, he still had like a 2.5 second lead, and I didn't think I was going to have enough. And then he pitted a lap sooner than I did, so I thought, man, I'm out of this. So I knew I had to hit my marks coming in to that last pit stop, and I must have, gained 3 seconds on him or something, because being able to come out and only have lost a second on him compared to the lap difference, I thought that was pretty good. And then just being able to use the draft, because I didn't lose that much time to him to get back up to him, and then sort of just ride behind him for a couple laps to save tires and then make my move when I did.
Yeah, it definitely worked out for you. Now, of course, you go into next week's race at Dover. You lead the league in laps led tonight. I believe you crossed the 200 mark on that, so congratulations there. You have over 100 and at least 120 bonus points now going into the playoff race and at Dover, so you've kind of led the field there. Bonus playoff points, you have over 10 now in that category. So it looks like you're the guy right now going to be starting the number 1 seed. So looks like the target's on your back right now going into Dover. What do you need to do to run away from these guys and score your first championship in your first season?
Yeah, just keep it clean and keep the consistency. That's going to be the big thing. I mean, it's pretty easy to screw it up, so it doesn't take much. Just got to try and keep the truck clean and then just be there at the end.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Let's go celebrate this before you go to Dover and fight a monster in your first round of the playoffs here for the Blown Piston Racing League. And send shout out to whoever you like to, sir.
I'll give a shout out to Jordan Berry there for getting me into this league again.
Short,
and our sponsor, Custom Paints and Die Casts.
There you go. Make sure you check them out. Short, sweet, tight, and bright. Less is more, whatever you want to say. He did it tonight. Kevin Dick, great comeback. I keep thinking of the infamous race, and of course I forget the year, but Dale Jarrett at Michigan in the old UPS Cargo spinning on lap 11 and ends up winning that race later on that day. So great job on your end, and go celebrate.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Kevin Dick with the win tonight here at the virtual Chicagoland Speedway, beating out this guy, Andrew Moore, who we'll see how he's feeling. Dominated the race tonight. Definitely showed you were one of the fastest cars, but I think the question I have to ask is what was behind you in that pit strategy, because it gave you a lead that you were almost in Chicago when everybody else was all the way back.
I think it was just staying out during that first caution. Having that track position, because when you race someone side by side, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you're starting to heat up your tires, and then even when you're going single file, you're gonna have a tougher time.
Well, you come into this race tonight. Of course, you come off one of the more dominant races I've ever seen somebody have here so far in BPRL since I've been around. And you come back tonight and you about did it again. Is there something about the older surfaces? Is it something that you've learned about these trucks or maybe with the setups and stuff that has maybe helped you maybe gain a tenth or two and be a little faster?
It's partially just the trucks, but I'm pretty sure all that cup setup practice we do during the week definitely helps as well, because those cars they have more power, they can be a little more loose, so you learn the limits real quick with those.
Well, man,
the limits aren't as far with the truck, so you can really push the edge.
Absolutely, yeah. You can just so much downforce like the cup cars too. So just a fantastic job though. You just come up a little bit short. The race is 120 laps. You might have had a chance, but unfortunately,
yeah, he was my teammate, so that's all good. And I'm definitely happy about the competition lately, especially only one caution in this race. It was a lot of green flag race, and I'm really happy.
Yeah, 108 laps, or no, 118 laps straight green flag racing. So great job on that to the whole field. But Andrew, man, you definitely have shown your strength. You're one of the favorites, I think, going into this as you go to Dover next week. How are your thoughts and feelings and what you need to do to get your first championship? Because you were right there in the Final Four last season.
Right, Dover's scary. So
one person scared of a monster.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna. I don't know. I have to think about it yet. Starting out front could be a huge payoff, but also could be a huge gamble. So I don't know what to do yet.
Well, I think that's big, and that's a big statement right there, because that's easily overlooked. You go to tracks like Chicago and you go to tracks like Darlington last week and stuff, there was some passing. Dover, there's going to be passing, but it's not going to be easy because you put that nose on the bottom and you don't leave it.
Yeah, there's only inches of space to give at Dover, so people got to be real careful. So it may end up being hardly any passing as well.
Yeah, so, well, hey, good job tonight. Shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, my teammates, my family, anybody else racing tonight who gave me some space. It was a great race. Have a good one, Chris.
Hey, you too, Andrew. I'll see you on Sunday, buddy. Good job.
Thanks, buddy. See ya.
Absolutely. Andrew Moore finishing in the second position tonight and almost snuck in his second straight win on the season in almost another dominant fashion. How about the old Brancher here pulling into the third position tonight? Great effort by you, Jason. Of course, you were pretty set when it came to the playoffs. You were in, but what a way tonight to kind of put that mark on the stamp into getting yourself in. And, well, here you go. Into another playoff season you go.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He started to talk, and he went bye-bye. There he is. He's back again. He's got Casey Duncan's internet. Come on.
Nice. I said I knew if I started, I was in. And the plan was just to kind of ride it out. And then we came to, stage one, and I was third. And I said, well, let's keep it up front. And stage two, I got second. And then I don't know if you were watching that last about 8 laps with me and Justin Gann, but that was the funnest racing I've had in probably 6 months.
Look, my producer was in my ear telling me to watch that battle. Oh, wait, that's me too. Yes, we did see the battle. It was great battling between you two. And a great fight in the end. You end up edging them out there by about 2/10. So obviously, we didn't get to see it at the finish because obviously we were calling the Kevin crossing the line first. But obviously something happened to Justin there, losing a couple tenths there at the end. But still, nonetheless, great job on you. I know you've had a great season. I know, ironically, you run in another league during the week that has Justin as a owner, and you've done some winning over there. Not to cross-brand the leagues or anything like that. How much has that kind of racing maybe helped you getting into this league when it comes to momentum and stuff? Because obviously you're seeing yourself running a lot better now.
Well, I don't know that it's helped me a lot at all, considering it's an ARCA car. ARCA car is pretty tough to drive, but you go from ARCA to these trucks to these Cup cars, and they are 3 completely different driving styles. It's nice to kind of be up front there, and the last couple races here I've ran pretty good. So hopefully the momentum will carry me into the playoffs. I can't tell you how much the momentum driving over there helps, but it's doing something, I guess, right?
Absolutely, and I know a lot of people are congratulating you, apparently, either that or Casey's trying to hack you through me or me through you or whatever. But either way, so I'm looking at your numbers entering the playoffs here. You're going to enter somewhere around the 12th position, maybe even 11th. You end up with 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s. The only, I guess, bad part about this is you ended up with as many stage wins and laps led as I had. And I didn't start any races.
Yeah. I'm never up there stage wins, but you know, hey, it all resets, and we'll see if we can get some more stage points. And you don't have to win it to win it.
Absolutely. Ask Austin Dillon, 2014 Xfinity, didn't have a single win, wins a championship. So I mean, anything can happen when it's over with tonight. But Jason, man, I'm proud of you. You keep fighting hard, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, I just want to thank you in the booth. You're doing a heck of a job, and iHeartRadio, KC Designs, Functional Fitness, a great house, 4X Team, Serve Pro, and my family to let me come up here and do this. We have a heck of a team, and it's going to be a heck of a playoff run.
Yeah, it is, and I'm proud of you, buddy. Keep working at it, and we'll talk next week at Dover.
All right, see you at Dover.
See ya. That is Jason Branch, 3rd place finish for him. Let's see who else is around here. Who all maybe ran away when it's all over with. And who all is still here in the playoffs. And you know what? I think let's bring him up here. I know he's not going to be too happy of a camper, but he's in the playoffs when it's all said and done. So let's talk to Avery Wilson. Avery, not the best run for you tonight. I know you kind of struggled and had that issue on pit road. I think the best thing you did tonight was not take out the cone, because he might have been on Twitter hacking on you or something when it was over with. But still, I know you have to be very disappointed with that mistake you made there. And what can you take from this race to help yourself for Dover?
I definitely need to work on my pit road entries, because I've been screwing up all season. And I just followed Gann a little bit too deep and lost it. But hopefully that's the last of that, and I can get it together for next week.
Well, and that's the great thing, is it resets. But obviously you've shown that you are one of the top drivers in this series. I mean, you were there in the Final Four last season. What do you need to do to be able to get yourself back there here in 4 races? 5 races. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 races. 6. I don't know how to count. 3 plus 3, 6 races to get to the Final Four.
I need to get back to the consistency I had in the beginning of the season. I think I was leading the points up until I missed the Watkins Glen race or something like that. But I was running well up in the beginning of the season, so that's what I need to do. I need to make sure I'm a top 3 guy every week. If not win the race, I gotta get it together on pit road, though.
Absolutely, and that takes practice, and you'll do that. As I know you're one that works hard at your craft and stuff. But man, we wish you nothing but the best. You get your chance. Throw some shout outs out there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And shout outs to Lauren and Scott, as usual, you for the broadcast, our sponsors, and everyone that's been running really clean. I mean, tonight and last week was fairly good. We've had really clean races and good races. So good job, everyone, to that.
Absolutely. And that includes you, too. Congratulations, and great job out there, and good luck next week.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Avery Wilson in the points once again into the playoff battle. He goes. He was a Final Four driver last season, and obviously going to look good here, I think, coming up in the playoffs this season. So let's see who else might be around. I think there's not many people left that are in the playoffs. Everybody kind of took off for the evening and stuff, as I see this. So, yeah. Actually going to take a look at the points myself, as I just got them updated. So give me a second here. Let me get these points updated, and I'll show you who exactly is in the playoffs for the Wise Choice Contracting Truck Series. It'll take just a minute here. Just got to download it and then put it up on the screen. Takes a minute to do so. All right, they should be updated, and here they are on the screen officially right now. That is how it is going to look come next week. Those 16 drivers will be in the playoffs, and it will be Andrew Moore finishing, or leading them into the playoffs, I should say. Is that accurate? 9 points still? I want to make sure I got this right still, so let me double check, because I always get nervous, because I'm really good at not putting the right points up. It is 9 points. Avery's 22. Yep, so that is the right point standings up on the board officially right there with, actually, now I'm starting to get scared because I see Kevin only with 2 wins. Oh, no, that's the old, I'm sorry. Yep, that is the old point standings. So that was entering the race, we'll call that. So let me make sure I get this right. This is what happens when you work like 60 hours a week at work this week, and I'm like, let me get through this. But I'm glad to be a part of this. I have so much fun calling these races and stuff. Thanks to Scott and Lauren for allowing me to be a part of it. I don't care how tired I am. I give them my full best each and every week because they deserve it, and everybody deserves it. That's why I do this, so that all right, so let's see. Yeah, this looks a little bit different. So there's your new point standings right there, up to date. Where we stand, it is Andrew Moore going to be up on top now of the point standings as we enter the Dover race, and as by 33, a tie with Kevin Dick for second, who picked up his third win. Avery Wilson fourth, Andrew Mraz fifth, Casey Duncan, Ryan Nicoletta, Jordan Berry, Justin Gann. All those guys obviously in by wins or just finishing in the top 10. Jason Branch, Scott Wise is in, Ryan Branchout, James Thorndike, Jason Kratke, and by 11 points, Guy Snyder in over Drift in the playoffs. So tough break there for Drift. Fought hard after missing some races. But he is here and unfortunately going to be the best of the rest as we kick off next week. But that is your 16 drivers that will race for the playoffs starting next week at Dover International Speedway. So it's going to be a fantastic race there at the Monster Mile, and we cannot wait to be a part of that. So we're going to take off and head out, and we appreciate those drivers who were able to stick around and talk, and we will move on again, as I mentioned, to Dover for the first race of the playoffs coming up here in just a few weeks. As a matter of fact, I have now been sent, I just realized I have the playoff grid, so I'll show you that also before I do take off. And here it is, right here officially, the grid for you. I'll spread it out just a little bit here, there for you. There you go. Kevin Dick officially going to be the point leader entering tonight, the number 1 seed. Andrew Moore Jr., Andrew Moran, Justin Gann, Avery, Ryan Nicoletta, Jordan Berry, the 6, and then Guy Snyder right now is on the edge and of getting into the second round, but we got to run to 3 races to settle who will be the 8 drivers that move on from 16. So again, the one difference in this is the 16 becomes 8. It does not go to 12. It jumps right down to 8 after round number 1. So 8 drivers will be eliminated in this one. So that is your chase grid. And then one final point standings I can load in here really quickly. And that is the team points as we enter Dover next week. Just continue to load as I talk to you guys here. There we go. So the points. Pie-Eyed Racing now with 5 wins on the season, a 22-point lead still over 4X. 2X third, Torqued Wrench fourth, and Torqued Twin Torque finishing 5th right now as they continue to stretch out those 5 teams pulling away from the other teams in the league. So there you go. That is where we sit right now as we go to Dover International Speedway next week. I am out. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. And a big congratulations to the 52 truck of Kevin Dick on the win. And congratulations to all the drivers on making it into the playoffs. Congratulations again to all of them. I am out. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and remember, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!